Shit, like we talk or
Let me
like.
tell y'all something. Bird used to tell me, look here, man. I'm gonna go shoot this motherfucking jumper in your face right there in that corner. And it's gonna be your Christmas present. I'm gonna wrap it up and bust your head open. All that shit.
Okay, let's go.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. Today I have my favorite build I've ever made so far in this game. It's gonna be Larry Legend. Absolute best build I've ever made in this game. Definitely my favorite, and let's get into it. Alright, here we are on the builder. Let's start it off. Small forward, 6'9". I'm gonna go 240 pounds and a 6'9" wingspan. We're gonna start with the close shot. I'm just gonna go down the list. I'm gonna start with an 81 close shot. I know it doesn't get anything, but I'm pretty sure it's tied to an attribute. Then we're gonna go with an 88 layup. This is gonna give you that gold float game. You know Larry Bird, he likes to post up, do a little floater over the top. That was his thing. Drive and dunk, this is obviously uncharacteristic like Larry Bird, but I like to have drive and dunk in all of my builds. So with that being said, it's gonna be put at an 85. We're gonna use cap riggers to get contacts. Because like I said, I need to have contacts on all my builds. I said that in my last video, and it's gonna be true forever. As for standing dunk, it's gonna be at a 50. Just enough to get standing dunks, you know? Nothing crazy. Post control. Now obviously you know Larry. He was an absolute post demon. So this has to be pretty high. So I put it at 86 and I ended up using a cap breaker into this as well. This build's gonna have legend post fade, as well as silver post powerhouse, which I believe I used a max +1 on to get it to gold. And it's unbelievable. Moving on to the midi. Gonna have an 89 midi, which again we're gonna use cap breakers on. Gonna have an 88 3-pointer. We're also gonna have a 70 free throw. Larry Bird shooting was unbelievable. You can look at any film ever from the old times when he was playing. He was knocking down threes, knocking down middies, fadeaways, you name it, he was hitting it. And he wanted the ball all the time. Pass accuracy. We're gonna put this at an 89. Bird was also known as a very good playmaker, passing the ball, moving the ball, hitting his teammates underneath the rim as he's driving in, you know, dishing it out. So this is going to be one of the key things in this build is the pass accuracy. We're also going to use cap breakers for this. Ball handles a 75, so a ball at 70. It's just enough to get, you know, basic moves. He didn't have anything crazy. He didn't do anything crazy for dribbling. He did his own thing in the post, and that was it. As far as interior, we're going to leave this at a 60. And then we're going to put our block to a 78. That way we get paper troller on bronze, as well as high flying denier once I upgrade my vertical to silver. Perimeter defense is going to be at a 74, just basic, and then a 73 steel. 73 steel is really good. Silver interceptor is perfect. I'm going to throw some clips up as I'm going through these, just to show, like, you know, how good this build is in the rec, and it's a lot of fun. As for rebounding, I had an 80 defensive rebound, and I had a 72 O-board, which is just enough. With cap riggers in the future, I plan on using cap riggers in the future to get his defensive rebound up to an 85. That's something I'm going to do later on in the game, though. For agility, 71 agility. It's just enough to get pick dodge on bronze. Everybody knows that Bird wasn't very fast. He wasn't very agile. He just did his own thing, and somehow it worked. As for strength, we're going to go with 71 strength. I'm also going to use one cap breaker on this to get it to a 73 for gold strong handles, as well as bronze brick wall. For vertical, 75. And that's going to max out the build. And we're going to use that when we put our caps into drive and dunk to get contact dunks. So let's go into the cap riggers menu, and I'll show you what I used all my caps on. And also the build name is Crafty 3-level dime dropper, which is awesome. Alright, so here we are on the cap breaker screen. So for the record, I am a starter 5. I have my rookie 5 cap, my starter 3 cap, and my starter 5 caps. I also have the 100 challenges cap breaker, I have the 200 challenges cap breaker, and I have all 4 of my crew caps, as well as both seasons. We're in season 2 as of right now. So I have 13 cap breakers, not including any build specialization caps. In this build specialization, we're going to be using shooting because I have 2 cap riggers for that as well. So all in all, I have 15 cap riggers to use on this build. I know a lot of people don't have that, obviously, because I'm a fucking sweat, but this is what it's going to be, and this is what it's going to look like when you guys eventually do get all of these cap riggers. I'm going to show you where to put them all. So starting with driving neck, I put 2 in driving neck to get it to 87. Like I said, it's going to give you contact dunks, just basic contact dunks, so don't need anything crazy. For post control, I put 1 into post control. It's going to get me to a 90. That's what's going to get you the Legend Post Fade Phenom. The Legend Post Fade Phenom is amazing. You can hit contesteds, no problem. You can. It's just a lights out badge. Post Fade Phenom on Legend. It's amazing. I put 5 into MIDI because you need a 94 MIDI and the 90 post control to get Legend Post Fade Phenom. So I had to go 94 for that. You also get Hall of Fame set shot, and you get gold set shot. I'm sorry, gold Deadeye and gold Shifty as well, going 94. For the 3-pointer, I put both of my build specialization caps into 3-pointer to get it to a 90, just because I want the deep bomber, and I use deep bomber as a takeover. I then use 4 cap riggers in a pass accuracy to bring it from an 89 up to a 93. Gives you Hall of Fame break starter, Hall of Fame dimer, silver bailout, and I believe silver versatile visionary, or gold. I believe it's silver versatile visionary. This is great for grabbing rebounds and throwing it down the court. Never had a problem with it. It throws absolute dots on the court. And then I use my last cap breaker into strength just to get it up to 73 for the brick wall and bronze, and the gold strong handles just to help me dribble a little bit better, get past defenders, makes it a little easier. But this is where I put my cap breakers. Let's move on to where I put all my max plus ones. Alright, here on the badge screen. So I used all my max plus ones on majorly shooting and also rebounding. Just because this build is more offensive oriented than anything. Hers, wasn't too well known for his defense, but he was definitely known for all of his offense. So with that being said, first max plus one is Hall of Fame shifty shooter. This helps fading middies, pull up shots. Sometimes I've noticed that doing behind the backs. I'm sorry, not behind the back, step back shots. Use shifty shooter, so that helps a lot. For the tier 2 badge, our first max plus one is high flying denier on gold. This just helps, especially in the paint or trying to get back out to the perimeter to block shots. This helps give you a better animation to get the block, as well as inside the paint, trying to post up centers and stuff. My first max plus 2 is rebound chaser on Hall of Fame. This is huge for having such a low rebound. I horse boards on this. I've always get put at the 5 for some reason, and a lot of my games when I play with my friends, and I rebound just fine. I have multiple clips. I'll throw up some clips of me getting over 10 rebounds per game, double doubles, triple doubles, you name it. This is amazing to have. For the second max plus 2 lightning launch, it's going to go from bronze to gold. This is really useful trying to get past defenders and help you get to the rim better, whether it's going to be a floater or a dunk or some kind of scoop layup or whatever. This will help you get past your defender a lot easier than bronze. The next max plus 1 is going to be Hall of Fame Deadeye. This helps a lot, and when I unlock my max plus 2 for my shooting spec, Deadeye is going to go here to the max plus 2 to get it to legend. This is a incredible badge to help with closing out shots, defenders trying to run at you, or trying to shoot a quick shot over them if you're sitting in the corner and they're on top of you. This helps a lot with all of that. But as of right now, it's going to stay at Hall of Fame. For the second tier 2 badge, max plus 1 is going to be Silver Post Powerhouse. This is going to help you back down your defender while you're in the post. That way you can either act like you're backing them into the paint to try to get some kind of standard dunk, or you can fade off of it and surprise them and hit every shot you can with the Legend Post Fade Phenom, because it's insane. Max plus 1 for my shooting badge, for my shooting spec, is Set Shot Specialist. I have it on Legend. This is a go-to and a must for all of my builds. If the higher the set shot, the better. It just gives you the better chance of hitting the shot, and I will never settle for less for this. I will always put this the highest I possibly can on all of my builds, and it shows in my percentages. I shoot 80% in the 3-point line, and I shoot just under 80 for middies and everything else, layups, everything like that, post fades, you name it. For the takeover surge for season 2, I use almost range just to shoot a little bit further, just to have that, you know, a little bit more range, a little bit bigger green zone when I go to shoot with my deep bomber take. And then I also have float game on Hall of Fame, so when I get my take over, I can, you know, do deep floats, or I can do whatever. This helps a lot as well. So I'll move on to my jump shot, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, so here we are at the jump shot screen. This is the jump shot that I use in all of my 6.5 to 6.9s that I can get in, because it is a pretty high requirement, an 88 midi or an 88 3-pointer. But if you can get this jump shot, I definitely recommend it. I hit everything with the shot. It's really amazing. It has a really high release height. I know it says a B+, but trust me, you got a lot of opens with it. It's incredible. The release speed is incredibly fast, so even if they're closing out at you, the release height is made up by the speed, how fast the shot is. And also the defensive immunity being an A+ is also a massive help. So I recommend this shot to anybody that has a 6.5 to 6.9 build that has at least an 88 midi or an 88 3-pointer. This shot is absolutely chicken. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I want to see everybody in the comments saying they're gonna build this. If they're gonna, send me screenshots of your builds. Any questions you have, just comment down below. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all later.